Good morning. Welcome to Back at It Bosses. Back at It Bosses is about finding our way home through self-value, through what's important to us. Very important. It's not only a journey on our way back home, but it is the healing and a mercy for our lives. Very important. It's very important that we know what's important to us. It is the very thing that creates a boss. It is the very thing that draws and takes us back home to ourselves. Sometimes, like I said, we get lost in life. We get lost on a job. We get lost in a relationship. We get lost in college. We get lost at seminary school. We get lost sometimes just being in the company of the wrong people. But today what we want to talk about, what's important. Now, I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was asking me questions, and I was giving him advice. Sometimes we give our best advice, and sometimes that advice we need to take ourselves. We can see other people relationships. We can see other people a hell of a lot more than we can see ourselves. So what I learned to dig deep when I'm giving advice and to be effective. So I look at my own life and I look at other people's lives, and it helps me understand a better way on how to deliver the message. But what we want to talk about this morning is how us as human beings, we judge our relationship based on the good days versus the bad days. We might have, I'm going to say, a corner of a house, a corner of good days. Like, you can actually place them in a corner. Your good days. And in this house, you may have a storage room full of bad days. And one of the mistakes we make in relationships is hoarding, collecting, and holding on to good days. So we base our relationship off our good days, and we tend to store, lock away, shut down, deny our bad days. Right. I don't actually always know where I'm going, but I know that I'm feeling something and it's coming through me as I speak, and I just talk to get it out. But I know what I'm talking about because it's some type of spirit of just knowing. I'm gonna put it that way. But what I'm saying is, when I think about the stuff that we hoard, we collect, we think these things are some type of value, and from time to time we look at them, and this is how we are in our relationship. We base our relationship off the good things or the good days versus the bad day. But I want to ask you something that I asked myself, something that I asked my friend. What does the good days do for you? The good days, first of all, it makes us want to hold on to them. And we look at these days, and as we're going through our life, we say, we did this together. We went to dinner together. We went to the park together. We went to the casino. All these things, we made food together. We laughed together. And I asked my friend, what did it do for you? And he was like, it was like a high. It was like a place to be in my life. Because I was pushing him to ask him hard questions. But at the same time, while I'm talking to him, I'm talking to me. So he was telling me that it made him feel good. It gave him something to live for. But he has only a small collection in the corner of his life, in the corner of his house, a small collection of good days. And I asked him, now, I want you to open your storage of bad days. Go in your storage, because that's what we do. We store things. Go in your storage of bad days and look at your bad days. What did your bad days do to you? What did they do to your heart? What did they do to your mind? When you go into your storage, can you find yourself? Your storage of bad days, can you find yourself? And say, he thought, he was like, no. This is the other person. I said, what do you mean? He said, this is the other person. I didn't even know what the hell he meant. But if you really listen to people, you try to make sense and not try to just jump to conclusions, but you get them to kind of open up a little bit more. And he said, this is the other person. It was something that had confused me, sent me in a whirlwind. It's like, it made my life ambiguous and doubtful. My self-esteem, I didn't feel good about myself. And mostly men would not. I'm telling you, I have a domestic violence abuse program. It is very hard to get these things out of men. And I was like, wow. So, this is not just only for men. It is for women too. What did that storage room full of bad days do to you? What did it do to you? When you went off into the next relationship, if you did, the memories that was in the storage of bad days, what did it do for your life? Did you unpack it? Did you throw some of this stuff away? What did you do with it? What does it do for you? I'm telling you personally, something can come from good, it's bad, but it can be made good by the Creator if we allow ourselves to be healed by the stuff that we've been through. If we allow a restoration to happen by looking at the storage, because a lot of time we lock this stuff in the storage, but the stuff in the storage is ruling our lives, maybe from childhood trauma. It's ruling our lives. But you have the stuff over here in the corner that is what you really yearn for, and you hoard it. You hold on to it because you want it. You want it again and again because you felt great. You felt safe as a human being. So it's important very valuable that we judge our relationships, our past relationship, based on our good days as well. Because so often we pack this stuff, and this stuff right here, I'm telling you, it rules your life. It rules your life. What I just really want us to really understand, and I notice I say us because I love to include me, because I'm in this thing with you too. I'm in this life with you. I'm learning as well how to do life more. Something is speaking through me, and what it's saying to me is, it's important to make a discernment, a judgment. Judge your bad days. Don't just judge your good days, because your good days have you trapped in a bad situation. I leave you as I came, with peace, that feel-good feeling, without a stain on you. I love you people. I really do.